Helping your loved one get the proper care they need as they get older can be a pretty daunting decision, but Michael Gill from Texas Senior Living Locators is here to help and has some great info for us this morning. Michael, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So the work that you guys do, why is there a need for that? You help a lot of families.
We do help a lot of families. You know, people are getting older and the industry has really changed. It used to be that when you got old, you would go to a nursing home. Well, the industry has changed and gotten segmented. Now we have assisted living homes, we have memory care homes, we even have independent retirement homes. And people don't really know where to go when their parent has a problem.
Right.
And so what I do is I help organize the confusion.
Yeah.
Because you really don't know where to go. You end up talking to a friend or a family member, and maybe you go to one place or another place, but you don't get to see the whole range of options that are out there.
It's true. There's so many options. So what we need is someone to help navigate and guide us through not just one or two, but the whole spectrum of things out there.
And that's what I do. And I'm more of a healthcare professional than a real estate type guy, in the sense that we have to figure out what's the problem with the senior, what type of care and support do they need, and where do they need to go, what kind of money do they have to fulfill these needs. And so I try and meet with people face to face before we go out and look at places, and we end up educating them as to all the options that are available in the Austin area. Did you know there's almost 200 different places in town where people can go?
No, really had no idea. And that already just sounds overwhelming to think about all those options and where to begin with your family. How does that process start? You said you meet with them in person, but I imagine there's a whole lot of time that you spend with these people. How does it work?
Well, I try and meet with the seniors as well, but more often than not, I'm working with the families of the seniors, because they're the ones frequently making the decisions. Oftentimes we come in when there's a crisis, when somebody's come out of a hospital after a fall or something, and it's clear that mom or dad needs to go to a higher level of care. And so I meet with the families, I educate them as to what goes on in the different types of facilities, what the difference between a skilled nursing home is and what it is between an assisted living or memory care.
Yeah.
And then we talk about how much it costs, and we try and figure out which type of place they need to go. And once we sort of narrowed the field on down, we go and I put them in my car and we actually go and visit some places.
Oh wow, so you do like drive-by tours.
Well, I do the tours, and I introduce them to people at the community so the community can give them the best information that they can.
Wow.
And it's a process that's important. The process is as important as the information that I give them.
Yeah.
Because you go to one place, you go to another place, you kind of realize, this sort of works for mom, or gee, this really isn't what I'm looking for.
Right.
And after you've done this for a while, you sort of hone on into what they really need.
What a great hands-on way to do it. I know even in my personal experience with my family recently, you know, we've been in that same process, and there really is just so many options. So someone to guide you along that way would be so helpful. I'm wondering what questions people give you. Like, what do you find that you're asked most often?
Mostly people are concerned about money. Nobody wants to run out of money, and assisted living isn't cheap, and it's all private pay.
Yeah.
But there are times when we end up dealing with people who have to go on Medicaid, and we do help them with that. We help people with veterans benefits, because there's a veterans benefits program called Aid in Attendance that will help people pay for assisted living. But we also end up helping them figure out what it looks like along the path, because where your parent is today may not be where they are in a year.
It's so true.
And so you have to anticipate what's important to them as we go down the path.
So in regards to money, I'm sure another thing people think about a lot is how much does this service cost?
Well, you know, my service is completely free.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what everyone wants to hear. So how does that work?
Well, fortunately, I'm paid a commission by wherever somebody ends up moving.
Okay.
And I have contracts with everybody in town, so it doesn't really matter.
So you're objective.
I'm completely independent. I don't care where they go. What I care about is where the best place is for the senior, because it's their life we're talking about.
Right.
It's the final years, and it's also an emotional decision for the whole family.
Definitely.
And we want to make sure that they're well taken care of.
And what kind of feedback do you get from the families you work with?
Well, you know, they're always incredibly generous in their compliments to me. They'll say things like, Mike, God put me in your path.
Oh, that is so kind. I'm sure it means a lot to you.
It means so much to me, because I got into this business because I really wanted to help people.
Yeah.
I'd spent most of my career on Wall Street, and helping people like this is a completely different feeling, and it really touches my heart and theirs.
Well, great. Well, thank you for the work that you're doing. So if people are listening today and they're thinking, man, that is exactly the help I've been looking for, what's the best way to find you and begin that journey?
Well, the best way to find me is to go to my website, texassll.com,
Okay.
or give me a call.
And there's the phone number right there on the screen. Michael, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Taylor. It's great being